Would you take the short targeting this unmitigated 1 hour gap delivering from a 5-minute fair value gap with the high time frame inversion close? If you said yes, you're most likely always going to get stopped out. On paper, this looks like a perfect trade. We're displacing lower and it's clear we want the 1 hour unmitigated gap below. Yet the trade still fails. So what's missing? The answer is one thing. The 5-minute gap that you're trying to enter off of isn't sponsored by anything and it's not enough for price to go lower. Now what does that mean? When we're looking for continuation trades, we're typically looking for price to tap into a 5-minute or 15-minute gap while targeting higher time frame key levels. But this doesn't always work. A 5-minute gap by itself isn't considered a high time frame key level. A 15-minute gap is, which is why it can be traded on its own. A 5-minute gap, however, needs a sponsorship to become a valid higher time frame PDRA. So what does sponsorship mean? Sponsorship is when price taps into a higher time frame PDRA, typically a 15-minute fair value gap or higher, and that reaction or leg is what creates the 5-minute gap. Now coming back to the chart, you can see that before this trade formed, there weren't any higher time frame PDRAs that had been mitigated to create that 5-minute gap. None of the 15-minute fair value gaps were tapped before price pushed lower. That's why this 5-minute continuation setup, even though it looks really good, ultimately failed. When a 5-minute gap has no sponsorship, it's much lower probability.